Good morning. I have my coffee. How are you? I've always said if I was able to do this full time, I would go live every single day. So this morning, I have a delayed opening. My wife and kids do not, different districts. So I have this little pocket of time, and I thought it'd be fun to come on here, see how you're doing. How's your day? How's your week? And while we check in, I'm going to set up a toy photo. I might take it, or it might just be for the setup. So, how are you? Good morning. How's your week? Please let me know. I'm going to be focusing more on the chat today with this vertical live than some of the last few I've been doing, as I have toys in my hands and boxes being opened and unboxed, as it were. But yeah, I currently am setting up my breakdown set part 2. So last week I did a live where I said I had this pre-existing setup. It's a bank heist, so it's with Marvel Legends using masked head sculpts from Marvel Legends. So we're from the Tracksuit Mafia. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. So here we go. What's up, Kid Dolting? How are you? The toy page. Yay, I'm glad that helped. Thanks. I appreciate it, Kid Dolting. Thank you so much. But yeah, so I had this was a live stream setup photography that I did last week. And today I'm going to now have like a part 2. And I'm going to use my Mafex Daredevil. And it's going to be how he stopped it. So like I said, that's just secondary. That's just me fiddling with action figures. So how's your week going? How is everybody doing? What toys are we excited about? Yesterday, speaking, like I'm just on a live stream kick right now, trying to take advantage whenever the opportunity jumps up. But I unboxed the Dragonfly, the HasLab. The thing is so cool. I ended up putting it all together last night. I couldn't even do content for it. Like I was like, oh, I should really, because once these parts snap in, like the tail, like I'm not taking that tail off. I'll show you in a second. Yeah, right now I'm just configuring the hands for Daredevil, which setup I want to do here. And I'm using my Machu head sculpt. Look at that beauty. Look at that beauty. So let's here. This is what I'm saving for Sunday stream. All of my thoughts on this beast. But look at this. I have no idea what to do. In all honesty, that's part of the reason I wanted to get this photo done, because I didn't want to just break it down. I put a lot of time into the setup of this, especially with sprinkling all the jewels around. So I want to be able to put that Dragonfly in this spot. So that's part of this is if I'm going to be breaking it down, I wanted to have at least another photo opportunity to present myself, to present itself. So I'm doing like, Daredevil's going to be breaking up. There's 5 bank heist guys that I have over here. And I'm going to have him come in at first. Like, I really like throwing a right hook, or a right punch. I'm a righty. I feel like I know how to throw a punch. So like I can always pretty much nail that movement, but I want to push myself into doing something a little bit more balancing and acrobatic, since it is Daredevil. And I'm going to have the batons out. So like Kid Dolting said, if you want to go check out the stream where I compare the Mafex and Legend versions, I do talk about these batons. But stick around here because I can talk about them right now. Let's see. D Blake's in the house. How you doing? Playing hooky? No, it's a delayed opening, baby. That's it. So delayed opening. I'm live on the internet. All right. Toy page. We have the same chair, dude. This is so comfortable. It really is. Don't throw punches with Yimbo. That's hey, I know what I'm doing. I'm just saying. You've seen me. I can hold my own. I might, be a nerd with toys, but we don't always have to be so upset at things. What's going on, Ray Paz? How you doing, man? And D Blake, the laser for Toy Time. Heck yeah, man. And just so you know, in my live, D Blake, if you didn't get to check it out, I did say, like the Legends versions are incredible. And I said, if you did want to upgrade, to make sure you check out D Blake Makes, he has 2 levels of wired baton. So if you just want to stick with the Legends, if it's not a character that you feel like you need to have all of them, like for like me, then by all means, just get a pair of D Blake batons because that instantly upgrades the Legends to what you're gonna kind of see when I start getting this thing all set up. Toy Odyssey, how you doing? Happy Friday! It's a Friday, and yes, I'm alive. Coffee, you guys have your coffee? Ooh, it's funny. I didn't realize my school had a delay because we weren't called about, like my kid's school or my wife's school. So the call didn't come to my house. It came to or my phone. It went to my parents. So I'm literally driving to work and I, call my parents in the morning. Hey, how you doing? And my mom's like, what are you doing? Like you don't have to go in for 2 hours. And I'm like, woo! So I'm going to try going back to this pose. I'm going to try to do something in this dynamic range. I want to have him springboarding over the door of the Bratz car that I have and get this, like, this is the hand for the baton, and with the wire I'm going to try to get it looking really rad, and then I'm going to build the bad guys around it. Like I'm going to pick one guy to be kicked in the face, and then everyone else I want to have in some level of disarray. D Blake, did you see my poll in our chat? Planning a meetup at Wayne or Woodbridge? Ooh, I did not, so I will check that out for sure. And thank you for the vault. Yeah, the vaulting. That's the word I was looking for. Vaulting pose. But yeah, kind of bend and twist him down, and then with the Mafex neck range, that articulation. Oh baby, yeah, that's going to be pretty rad. And then I just need to figure out what to do with the baton. Do I want it just swirled all around? Do I want it smacking somebody in the face? But it'll be something along those lines. All right. I'll probably move the camera too in a second so I can still kind of see the comments coming in, but you can also get a little better taste of, the actual setup. What's up, No Chewing, my fellow toy daddy? How you doing, brother? Yeah, delayed opening stream. I just figured let me just pop in and say hi and see what's going on. Ray Paz, do you have a site? I want to check out the the Batons Your Son. Yeah, D Blake Ray is only on YouTube. So if you want to drop your link in here, let me know. All right, or see if you can, or I'll find a way to get him your website. Let's see. And yeah, D Blake, I can't wait because I know you like the batons that I have are perfect for Legends, and then you have the Nightwing set, which is great for the McFarlane figures. So this is the specific tiny hand to fit these batons, but I'm certainly excited because my already over here is splitting at the end, which is very frustrating. Like it's already peeling back, so that makes me a little bit nervous for using it. I can't tell if it's like a string, if it's a wire attached to a string, or if it's just the white like coating that's starting to peel. I mean, it definitely is the white coating because you can see the silver in there. Such a bummer, so frustrating. All right, let me move this over here. I try not to go too crazy. There we go. Let me angle this down a little bit. Get to see a little bit of the mess of my basement back here. You're still not seeing the toy though. Let me see if I bring this down. Ooh. Yeah, I get to see a little bit of my mess back here. Don't look at my shame. It's my shame. The Sigma, how you doing? Happy Friday. Let's see, Kidulting, I bet DD would look great with your Mezco. Yeah, TMNT. That I love the Mezco brothers. I haven't messed with them in a while, which is a shame because they're still in my running for like favorite figure of the year. All right, so I have my camera here. I'm gonna try to use that angle. Let's see. Got a real man cave. I do. This is it. This is the man cave. It is a small. It's not super large by any stretch, but I am very happy because I know it's more than other people might have to dedicate to just filling up with all of this plastic and dioramas and whatnot. Let's see. All right. That's the Toy Odyssey. What's your favorite toy for 2024? I just realized that I have to start thinking about that. I like making end of the year lists personally when it comes to movies and shows, games. Like I'm all about reading other people's opinion lists and all sorts of stuff. So I do enjoy that. And it hit me this week. I was like, man, I'm gonna have to start like figuring that out. Not that anybody's clamoring for it, but you know, like just for myself, I like doing it. The TMNT set from Mezco is by far it's way up there. I'm trying to think what else. Like the Bane, Mafex in general has been very impressive this year. Same thing with Marvel Legends and their comic book line. I mean, again, two different price points, but I've really enjoyed all of their stuff this year. The Mafex Bane is awesome. Doc Knock, I'm looking at the Mezco Doc Knock. I love that figure. I just haven't like photographed him, you know? I haven't put enough time into like screwing around with him, but I will. But he's really good in terms of just that was a really fun like unboxing experience and a lot of gadgets and goodies came with it. What's going on, Victor? Um, Everyone does the top 10. It's played out. Do you have separate line lists this year or both? I probably it depends. Like so with the Between Two Sentinels boys, Machu and J Shot, and the Toy Daddies, we always do like an end of the year figure draft, and that's like a fun way of. It's basically like fantasy football if you've ever played it, or any kind of fantasy sports. It's a snake draft, so we have our selections of what we want to pick, but if someone else picks it, like I can't claim it. So it's a fun, just spin on end of the year lists. So I need to just really figure out what the heck I bought. I have to find my notebook with all of my purchases. that hit me the other day. As you can tell, things down here can become a mess very quickly. So yeah, I have to find my notebook because I hand wrote all of my toy purchases this year, and then I transcribe them into a spreadsheet. But that's how I'm gonna know what the heck I even bought this year. Because now when I look at the shelves, like after publicly doing this for now going on almost 5 years, yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea. Captain Daddy's in the house. What's going on, man? How you doing? Go figure, go. Here for the coffee. That's what I'm talking about. Cheers. Bink. There's my Wawa cup. I'm telling you, they don't make stuff like they used to. This mug is probably at least 20 years old, if not more. Let's see. Wrote down, not a bad, makes it more personal. Yeah. Do a year in review. That would be a good idea. I'm down for that. Yeah, I would do a year in review. Maybe just do instead of ranking them, just here's a collection of my favorite purchases of the year. D Blake says, do you go to buy what you bought this year or what released this year? That's also an interesting wrinkle in the figure draft. We fly a little loose, so we've done where if it's new to you, so that does open up previous years. Like if it was a new figure to you, at least we've done it that way. But I think we all picked up enough that came out in 2024 that I think we can probably just limit it to that. Let's see, Big Dad energy on that mug. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's see. Exactly. Oh, Captain Daddy, I love Batman. Me too, man. I have a whole shelf right up there dedicated to the Dark Knight. But I gotta still figure out what the heck to do with this setup here. So I have all 5 of these guys. I think I want to have somebody like knocked out over I don't mind, like, I don't worry too much about the posing on like ancillary, ancillary, ancillary. I was gonna say ancillary. It's not silly. Ancillary characters. I do try to pay attention to it, but I feel like I can get a little bit messier with like how I'm throwing these guys around in the back. Let's see. Ben G, shout me out and subscribe. Thank you so much, Ben. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. I appreciate it. Again, just love talking toys. This is not my official live. I've just been cramming in live streams all week as I can. But usually my Sunday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that's my like official where I'm in the chair, which I am in the chair, but nice formal setup. Toy Page says, with everything you wrote down, got this year, do you think it will change what and how much you buy in 2025? Yes, for sure. I mean, my wife and I are public educators in the public school system. So while I appreciate, because I'm always trying to focus on the good, and I appreciate what I'm able to afford and buy this year coming up, I don't know how financial, stat things are going to be. So there's that aspect, which would want me, like I've already been trying to like cut down on what I'm buying. But then there's also space is an issue for me because again, I'm very fortunate that I have like a room I can dedicate to this stuff, but I filled it up. I really did. And the Dragonfly is just, it's insane. When you see how big this thing is, it's massive. It's amazing. I love it. It's just really big. And with my Dios and other vehicles that I've purchased in the 112 range, yeah, it's a little interesting. So I will be, I mean, I'm even for Legion's Con, I went into it not worried so much about the action figures, but diorama, like pieces, accessories, stuff for my photography. So that was, I still think that that's going to be a main drive of my purchasing for this year. KJ Smith, that's what she said. How are you, man? Let's see. Captain Daddy Joker. Oh, you're in Korea. Very cool. Yeah, I have. I mean, I love DC stuff, and I appreciate what McFarlane has been doing, and I've gotten back into his line. But for me, Mafex and Mezco are my DC figures all the way. All right. So moving these guys around, see, because I went through this before, but I'll do one more time. But this is Elijah. Oh no, Obadiah Stone from Iron Man, the Ironmonger 2-pack, and that's with the Baron Zemo MCU head on it, because I needed an extra masked guy. This is my Happy Hogan figure with the Tracksuit Mafia head sculpt on it. My suited boys. Again, shout out to J-Shot and Machu for even just bringing this idea to my brain, and then I'm like, oh, I have these guys. I want to do that. Because I always had my suited guys as, an army building bad guys, but it's the addition of the masked head sculpt that was the real brilliant move there. Ray Paz, Valiverse has good head pass, Yimbo. Yeah, I'm going to talk about, or I guess I did talk about him last Sunday. My Delta pack. Yeah. So just from a weapon standpoint, I really like what Valiverse is doing. So I haven't looked at their head sculpt packs, but next time I see them at a con, thanks, Captain Daddy. Appreciate you. And Toy Page, just hit the like button. Oh, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you very much. The good reminder. So if you can hit that like button while you're here hanging out, that would be awesome. I appreciate you. All right, what else can we set up? Oh, wait, I have this guy. This is how it all began. I found out that this was J-Shot's original idea from Machu when Machu started buying up all of these Matt Murdock figures from the Spider-Man No Way Home. And this is with the Night Monkey. Is that what they call him? But that's from a Tom Holland Spidey head sculpt. Shout out to Man Beast Boy, who hooked me up with that. But that actually, size-wise, works really well on that buck. So I'm trying to think who's going to get kicked in the face I think maybe he will, because he has that hand that will be out. I can kind of do one of these poses. So if I go in like that, there we go, right? Something like this. I'm trying to decide, do I want to have the foot following through and past, or do I want to have the point of impact? See that? Point of impact or like the follow through. I'm gonna pop open this door. I'm telling you, it's hard doing live streams like for toy photography, because there's so much stuff going on, and even with unboxings, it's a little bit easier to keep track of things. So that's why this is more of just a chill. I'm just gonna do a little bit at a time. If I don't end up getting anything done or fully finished, I'm okay with it. This is just a nice time to hang out, see how we're all doing. Again, make sure you let me know how your week has been going. I hope you're doing well out there. Yeah, this is, I can do. You're seeing real life frustration right there of trying to balance action figures. Oh, man. I do have stands. What am I thinking? I do have from 796 Studios, his flight stands. I should try to use these. I still don't know. I can't believe I forgot about it. Duh. I feel like sometimes I do things on hard mode and I don't even realize. Like, oh yeah, I could make my life so much easier. Because these could definitely work. Because he has all these different heights. So you can see all the different heights here. So I'm going to use one of these lower ones. And then I'm going to try the ACBA, like hiding the stands instead of trying to edit them out. It's not, for me, it's a matter of just time, where if I can do everything within the camera practically, it just saves me that time of editing. Like I've done it. I've done all of the ways. I've tried it all. There we go. See, like that will make my life so much easier. I was literally trying to balance the hand on the car door and then the foot to the face. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? Oh, now I can use the car door to help with the stand. Ooh. Ooh. All right, bringing you back over here. So check this out. I'm trying to be very good about moving the camera around. My wife gives me a hard time, understandably, that too much shakiness is not good for her. So I'm trying to be very careful when it comes to my camera movements during this live. So see, my goal is to have one main guy getting kicked, so the focus will be on that head sculpt. And then I need to fill out the other couple of guys and the rest of the scene around it. All right, I'm going to put you over here. Let's see. Let me just try to move this. There we go. All right. Let's see. Man, Beast Boy, there you are. How you doing, man? I'm scrolling back up. Let's see. Captain Daddy says, I'm a collector of Hot Toys figures. I have a Groot and I have a Spidey, and I'm waiting on my Deadpool. I can't wait to get that Deadpool. So this is another, like, in my toy dabbling, as I call it, where, you know, I just kind of buy things that look cool because I love toys. I'm okay with going up to Hot Toy because they can, you know, look nice on streams. In my, you know, like I like coming down. They're easy to spot on the shelf. But I shrunk down recently for the Joy Toy Ninja Turtles. I have them at work. I get sad. I actually filmed a thing yesterday, which I have to edit. or just sometimes I just film things and they never get posted. But I was saying how I think as cool as they are, like those Joy Toy Ninja Turtles are amazing. Don't get me wrong. For myself in my collection, I get sad that I don't have any Dios. I don't have any other 1/18 scale figures to put them up against. And I know that they're now announcing like they, Splinter and April and the Foot Soldiers and Shredder, and they all look amazing. But I just can't see myself investing in Dios for that scale. So I do feel like as great as they turned out to be, if you are like me where you stick with 110, 112 scale, so 6, 7 inch action figures, shrinking was not the option for him. I don't know. I'm not crazy about those Joy Toys. It's just tiny. I like I like a good 6 inch action figure. What can I say? I like the larger scale. And like I said, with Hot Toys, I only have a few, but I think I like them more because when I look at them on the shelf, they're like that Groot is beautiful and it's large and it's yeah. I guess to the Joy Toy, when I look at them, they're just so tiny. They're so tiny. So anyway, that's very silly, but anyway, that's all for you. That was all for you, Captain Daddy. Um, let's see. Still dealing with is it Giardia and my pups. What is Giardia? I'm sorry, Ray. Well, I hope you have a better week. It's the weekend. It's Friday. I mean, I know we have to make it through the work day today, but it is Friday, so hopefully you have a nice weekend, buddy. Um, let's see. Plan on getting a bunch of those Praetorians. Let's see. Same boat trying to bounce a flying punch scene from Daredevil using tracksuit, though. There you go. Art G's in the house. What's going on, Art? How you doing, man? Feels very lived in with the money scattered all on the ground. Yeah, that's what I was trying to go for. I wanted, when I first set it up, going back to the toy photo, that was my goal, was to have the bank heist being broken up in that moment. Trix Blast, what's going on, man? Just saw a tattoo at my Walmart. Oh, that's still one that's been evading me. I'm trying to decide if I want him. He was up on the Walmart app. He might still be Tatsu, but he's another one that like he's awesome. But do I want to keep investing in the movie line for NECA? I don't know. I've been kind of like not sad because like those figures are gorgeous, but I have a lot of turtles. I have a lot of turtles. So even like side characters, I just have to like my shelf. I just shelf space. Let's see. Joy Toy are fun for desk toys, something to play with and pose around. That's how I've been using them. I think again, when I get these toys, there's always like a photographic element that I have in mind for them, even if I never do. But I just feel like Joy Toy, the photography aspect, because of the dios, is what makes me a little sad. And maybe some extra head sculpts. That would have been nice, Like I think one head sculpt, I would have liked more options. But like I said, I'm not hating on them because they are amazing. They are like I am still like when I'm posing them around, like genuinely like, wow, these are so smooth. They are hand candy for sure. Let's see. Toy page. Oh, the G as well. So it's a dog thing. Oh man, took him to the vet, got meds, all better. Toy Migo's in the house. What's going on, guys? Man, Anthony, how are you? Appreciate it, dude. I get CM Punk a lot. It's clobbering time. Let's see. Kid Dolting, I'm on the fence about them as well. Ray Paz, I think you would like the 118 Turtles. They're really great. They are great. That's what I'm saying. Like, I bought them to dabble, to experience. They're very cool. So that's why it's a hard thing. Like, I don't want to skew. Like, if you were interested in them, I'm just telling you the fallout of my emotional state. I was so hyped for them. I had FOMO when all of my friends were getting them in, and I knew I was just waiting for the delivery. And then they arrived. These are so cool. And now they've just been figures on my desk. So that's the thing. And it might be the head sculpts, the lack of like additional options. there's less to do with them, even in that regard. Like I photographed each of the each one, although Mikey's came out blurry. Yeah, they're neat. They're neat. I think I would have rather. I mean, I know for myself in my collection, I would have rather put that money towards the Storm collectible looking ones that are coming out pretty soon. Because I'm still torn on that set. I want it. That's more in line with like it looks like a larger version of these guys. Let's see. Are you hitting any cons next year? So next year, I still have to talk to my wife. I have options of going back to San Diego Comic-Con. I'm trying to. Like my heart wants to go. Um, Again, it's a matter of getting the badges for San Diego, um, which won't be as hard. Like I know that just so you guys know, I think it's tomorrow they go back on sale the general admission whatever badges. So there is that, and I might have another option with a buddy who I can get the 4-day passes. So it's a matter of me taking a hard look and figuring out if I can swing it. So that's my goal. And then what other cons? Oh, Toy Fair. I might get to go to Toy Fair in March. That'll be exciting. I have an opportunity that I need to follow up on, but I might get I might get a badge offer to do Toy Fair. So that's in New York at the Javits Center. So that would be neat. I'm going to turn this light on over here, brighten myself up a little bit. There we go. Victor, how you doing? Jukebox Hero, how you doing? Just scrolling up. Trixblast said, I just bought the creature fig from the movie Humanoids from the Deep. Very nice. That's cool. I can't picture that at the moment, but the Deep for Humanoids from the Deep. Yeah, I have to look up. Send me a picture, because I'm not sure. I can't, think of it at the moment. Let's see. Oh, there's like filters on here. That's so silly. I'm just seeing what other options we have other than changing. And that's it. I can change. So I was just seeing if there's like green screen, if I could throw pictures up, like IG got to that point. All right. This has been so nice. This has been so nice. I clearly have more work to do on my toy photo, but at least I have. There we go. Whoop, whoop. I have something a little. It's cooking now. I just knocked him over. What a goofball. But yeah, this is gonna make my life a lot easier now. The springboard kick. I gotta figure out what to do with this Mafex wire baton. Maybe I'll just have it kind of swinging around. Let me show you what I mean. So there we go. I might just have that kind of swinging. I might do that. This guy's definitely going to be the one kicked in the face. I'm going to have a couple of these other guys crawling around, knocked out on the ground. I will do a better job of posing. That guy. Boop. Let him cook. Let him cook. I love taking pictures. So that's why I've been like craving it. That's why I need to clear out this space so I can get some more stuff done. But let's see. I have to have a little bit of extra time. Man, Beast Boy just did a big transfer haul to storage for my non-essential figs. Couldn't take looking at so much anymore. Now only what I really want is out. That's a great way to do it too, man. Like I'm laughing at myself with my tubs of like action figures, but yeah, like I do try to rotate what is displayed down here just to keep that visually stimulating, and I like looking at all the stuff. The Mezco shelf always stays. Mezcos always stay. I rotate usually my Legends collection. My Spidey villain shelf always stays. I love my Spidey villains. But yeah, that sounds good. You getting Mezco Indie? I'm on the wait list. I'm on the wait list for Mezco Indie. I never canceled it, so I presume I'll be getting that. I still need to order the classic Robin and the classic Joker from Mezco. I still want those. Oh, I need to order those. I still need to pre-order the Mezco Deadpool and Wolverine that just dropped. So, I'm just taking my time, figuring all that out. But indie charges today. There you go. Joker is a must. I know, dude. Like the belt. As I go, but that belt cracks me up to no idea. It just makes me chuckle. But yeah, the Joker for sure. I love the look of the Robin. So it's just a matter of me picking them up. I will. But that's good to know that Indie's getting charged. So maybe my pre-order will convert. We'll have to see. But you know what? Unless you give me any other updates, let's do a couple more minutes. Any other life updates? How are we doing? Checking in. Hopefully having a great week. Trying to think what's going on tomorrow. Me just cleaning my house with my family and hopefully doing some organization down here. That's also my plan. That is a huge plan of mine. So yeah, that's why I need to get these photos done. That's why I have to get these photos done. Jukebox said, I'm having an issue with my classic Robin. One of the knee joints will not articulate at all. Definitely email them. Mezco, while not always like the fastest in customer service, they do every time follow up. So they will get back to you. So just definitely email them, especially, if it's from them within the first 10 days of it like arriving. So it's better to start that process. I had to do it actually for my Doc Knock. He came with 2 skull pendants. So one was to port in without the cape, and then when you put the cape on, there was another one. But when I was removing one of the skeleton, like the pegs, it snapped. So I was able to fortunately dig the peg out, but I immediately took pictures, and I got mine from New York Comic Con, but emailed Mezco, told them, they said, can you just send a picture of the receipt? I fortunately had my receipt, so I was able to send that. And yeah, I will be getting a replacement. So that's great. That's awesome. Like I said, that they are. So it's just get the process started. They will get back to you. Kid Dalton, Yimbo, can you recommend some stands? So I had Better Ray Bill sent me some a while back. So again, shout out to him because they served me very well for a long time. But I now got these from 796 Studios. So Mario, if you want to hit him up, he does it like in batches. So these, just based on how that is being used with Daredevil, I'm very excited. So again, these are like the stands of Machu. Like these are Machu's favorites. So I usually just listen to Matt's recommendations, to be honest, when it comes to stuff like this. But you can see how it's been sanded down. This is nice and smooth over here. I'm not worried about scratching the figures. So those seem good. When it comes to Mezco, you can't go inserting anything because of the fabric suits. So Mezco photos for me, I usually am not as dynamic, but that's why we have Legends and Mafex figures. Toy Page, do you think the wife will buy you any toy treats? She has tapped out of trying to find me toys action figure wise for presents. Like that was a thing, for a little while, where she was able to bring home like maybe a couple of toys from a wave that I was like, I'm not going to get any. But now she doesn't know what I'm ordering and what comes in. So she usually stays away. She will look for me for like Dio pieces and stuff like that she thinks will convert. So, we'll have to see. But really, like, our focus for the Christmas season is the kids. So we're okay. We're just, again, happy to be together. We're each other's gifts. As silly as that sounds. Kid Dalton, I may try the Joy Toys and do some Photoshop work to scale them up to the dios and report back. Yeah, I would love to know. Definitely keep me posting. It's I'm not saying it's impossible. It's definitely all doable. I just don't. It's the lack of heads and the lack of other figures to put them with. Like, I just have the brothers. I don't even have bad guys to have them punch or kick. So it really does hurt my ability to even just imagine, because I feel like that's part of the fun of for me of being a toy photographer and dealing with all these action figures is like going through my day and thinking of scenes that I would want to photograph, coming up with storylines, um, thinking of ways to use the toys, looking around, walking through the world and seeing like, oh, that could be a 112 background. Ooh, with forced perspective, I could get that. Like, that's the fun for me. So when I think I look at the Joy Toys without options, they're just cool figures, which again, this is just my perspective, my own reality of how I mess with them. So they're really fun, but I need stuff to either go with them, which I don't want to start a whole new scale and all new line. So I'm just giving you my thoughts. That's all I can do is give you that heads up. That's what happened to me. I didn't see that coming, but that is how my mind went. Yeah, I don't know. So 112, ride or die, occasional Hot Toys. 1/6 shooter. What's going on, Trev? Joy Toy is easier with outdoor dio settings. That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, so like it's just there's no bad guys. And I know that they exist. Like my friend Cody, Too Much New Toys, he ended up buying some other Joy Toy suited guys, and there's military guys. I could get them. They're especially on AliExpress, they're reasonably priced. I just don't want to go down that wave. It's already bad enough that I have more than one hot toy. Let's see. Toy Page says Joy Toy seems to be fire right now. I see a lot of toy guys shooting and collecting them. Yeah, because they're really fun. They are really fun. That's why I wanted to try the set. I enjoy the set, but I'm just not. I won't be breaking scale further. I like my 112. I like 112. What can I say? Kid Dolting, I appreciate you in the channel, Yimbo. Thank you so much. Hope everybody has a great weekend. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, let's wrap up. This has been glorious. I'm almost done with my coffee, so hopefully you were able to get caffeinated and recharged this morning. I had not thought about the limitations with other figures. That's me neither. Me neither. And that's just what slowly has happened to me when I look at them at school. I just, it's just a new, just a new little pose set up with them. It's just, again, I'm not trying to downplay them. It's just when I look at Mafex Daredevil, or when I look at a Marvel Legends, or I look at even the helicopter, the Dragonfly, at least I know I could do stuff with it. Whether or not I'm going to be able to actually photograph this helicopter the way I want, my ideas are brewing with all the different toys that I have at my disposal. And that's what I think is lacking with my Joy Toys. Man Beast Boy, Joy Toy look like cool pocket pickers for sure. Super posable, easy to carry around. Envy even the dios for that scale. Yeah. I just don't want to break the scale anymore. I did my 4. They're cool. I can't. You know what? DuArt Studios just announced a 1/18th scale Joy Toy sewer that you can get. And it looks great. Even Joy Toy has dios that you can buy for the toys. Like I said, for me, it's just a matter of I've fully invested. I'm like too deep. It's kind of like my iPhone. Like I'm too deep into Apple's ecosystem at this point. I can't. Ray Paz, have a great weekend, everyone. See you Sunday. You know it. So yes, I'm going to be wrapping up now, everybody. So thank you for hanging out. This is awesome. I've been really enjoying myself. Hopefully you guys did too. Any reason to come on the internet and talk about toys is always a good enough reason for me. So thank you guys for hanging out, and appreciate you. I didn't get the photos taken, but I wasn't really planning on. This is what I wanted. I wanted this intimate one, just being a weirdo now. Toy Page, never break scale. That's what I'm talking about. Trick Splash, have a great weekend. You too, my friends. Have a great Friday. We still got to make it through our workday today. Appreciate you, Toy Page. Love you, buddy. And be sure to check out Toy Page just had a stream this past Wednesday night. I had 2 other live streams midweek the Toy Pick community. If you missed Monday, we had a great Toy Daddy Top 10. And yeah, enjoy your days, everybody. So I'll see you Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Man Beast Boy. Plus, like you said, can't commit to that size. Just doesn't feel right in the hands. And Hot Toys are Giants. You know what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. So, all right, everybody. Have a great Friday. Have an awesome rest of your weekend. And I'll see you Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.